We have a number of nominees on today's agenda for the first time, and the minority has requested that they're held over. That's Steve Graz, 8th Circuit, Terry Doty, Western District, Louisiana, Terry Moore, Southern District, Alabama, Mark Norris, Western District, Tennessee. There are also 2 U.S. Attorney nominees on today's agenda, of which we'll vote on, as well as 1 piece of legislation. I'd like to speak more in depth on the nominees next markup when we actually vote on their nomination, but I'd like to note that, as everybody on the committee knows, we had the Bar Association testifying before the committee yesterday regarding the surprising not qualified rating that they gave Mr. Graz. In both written and oral testimony, the committee wasn't given a lot of specifics about how the ABA evaluators reached their decision regarding their rating, except to say that it was based on their words, peer review interviews, and another word that they used, the word many they used of Mr. Graz's colleagues, saying that he was biased and wouldn't be able to set aside his personal policy preferences and follow precedent if he were confirmed. Of course, the ABA doesn't share the names of those who said this because they claim it allows for the interviewees to be more candid about the nominee. That certainly may be true, but it also is true that there is another particular danger in giving too much power to testimony that comes from folks who know that they won't ever be held accountable for their words. So the evaluators based their decision to not recommend Mr. Graz on their belief that he couldn't separate his personal views from how he'd rule as a judge. Even as Senator Feinstein yesterday said, this was a subjective standard. Again, I'll have more to say about this particular nominee and the ABA evaluation process next time, but I wanted to note that they did testify. See, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we will hold over the nominees, so we have the legal number of members present to hold over. Today, we have the Kevin Avonte law, S-2070 on the agenda. So I thank Senators Klobuchar, Tillis, Schumer, Burr, Durbin, and Coons for their co-sponsorship of this measure, which last year passed the full Senate by voice vote. The House passed a related companion bill in December, but we ran out of time before the 114th Congress adjourned to resolve differences between the 2 chambers. This year, however, Congressman Smith and I introduced the same bill text in both chambers on the same day. Our bill would update and extend a Justice Department program known as the Missing Alzheimer's Disease Patient Alert Program. That program reportedly had a high success rate in locating missing individuals who enrolled in it. We've retitled the bill and changed it to support not just people with dementia, but also children with developmental disabilities. It allows the Justice Department grants to be used for education programs to help prevent wandering by these individuals and for technology to reunite caregivers with missing family members. For example, because police often are the first people to respond when a child goes missing, the bill will make resources available to equip first responders with the training necessary to better prevent and respond to these cases. These activities will help save lives and conserve police resources. The measure now is entitled the Kevin and Avonte Law in honor of 2 young autistic boys who wandered away from their caretakers and drowned. One of the 2, Kevin Curtis Wills, jumped into the Raccoon River near his hometown, Jefferson, Iowa, at the age of 9. Researchers suggest that up to half of the autistic children wander, and those who do are strongly attracted to bodies of water, often with similarly tragic results. We've received endorsement letters from the Alzheimer's Association, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, Autism Speaks, Autism Safety Coalition, the ARC, and the National Down Syndrome Society, among many others. And I seek unanimous consent to include those endorsements in the records.